Gargamel caught them all! What? Gargamel! Scruple traps! It was awful, Papa Smurf! Just awful!
Oh, the Brainians has said if it turned into gold coins, and all you can think about is your stomach.
Sorry.
Oh, gosh, Papa Smurf, have they really been turned into gold coins?
I'm afraid so, Clumsy, though I think the machine was stopped just before the transformation was complete.
And I wasn't hearing things when Brainy said, "Help me."
No,
Oh, gosh, what do we do, Papa Smurf?
we must never let those coins out of our sight while I figure out how to turn 3 gold coins back into 3 little Smurfs. Hefty, Vanity, you stay here. Gargamel is sure to hold on tight to those coins. If he goes anywhere, follow him.
Yes, Papa Smurf.
Handy, Clumsy, Greedy, come with me. We'll go back to the village. I must get to work. Farewell, and take care.
We will, Papa Smurf.
Oh, my little Smurfs. And now let's get on with the festival.
But Papa Smurf, Gargamel picked on the Smurf Fairy Blossom.
I know, and that is why I hereby declare today the first annual Buttercup Festival. Hooray!
Would you like to ride on the float, Tessa? Floating flowers, me? I sure would. Would you like to be queen? Me? Wow! Oh, Smurfette, I love you. And I love you, Tessa. You're worth your Smurfing gold.
Merry Christmas, sweetheart.
Oh, Peter, thank you. An arcade-style Galaga machine. Oh, thank you, Peter.
Move!
Oh, Stu, my big boy.
Hello, Mother. She's still alive? What the hell, man? I'm gonna run you in, but I will if you don't give me a cookie!
Rachel, my dear, you're going to get the works.
I don't like the way she said that.
Great Smurfs, it's Vanity.
And he's in
We've
trouble.
got to save him.
I do.
Do?
Of course. It's one thing to smurf before one's time, but it's quite another to have mud on one's best outfit.
No one has ever understood before.
Yes, it's a burden to be perfect in a world full of imperfections.
Why, I said the same thing myself this morning. About 12 times, actually. Milady, you know, I beg your pardon, milady, but isn't it wonderful, Cowslip? Finally, someone who really understands me. Yes, milady, but someone I might even call a friend. I say, have you ever tried soaking in persimmon juice?
Yes, why just the other day
All right, everyone, smurf it right there. Eddie Wingle, how could you do such a thing?
Yes, you certainly weren't acting like a lady, milady. I'm sorry. I was jealous of you. Can you ever forgive me?
Why, certainly. In your place, I might have felt the same way.
It's true. It would be a cold day in hell when I was popular. Where are we?
This is incredible. Freaky.
Welcome to cyberspace, Earthlies. I'm Digit, and this is Motherboard.
Hacker has captured my chief technician, Dr. Marbles. Hacker? Who's Hacker?
He prefers the hacker, but that's another story. Just know he's Motherboard's worst enemy.
My strength is limited. Find Marbles. Bring him back.
The Doc's the only one who could fix Motherboard.
This sounds totally terrible.
Without Motherboard, everything and everyone in cyberspace is doomed.
You guys, we can't let that happen. We can't just stand by and let this hacker guy destroy cyberspace. We have to help. We just have to.
Trust us on this one, Inez.
Yikes! Then it wasn't a dream. No. And Hacker's still out there.
And the Doc is still looking for a way to fix Motherboard.
We'll help you any way we can, right, guys?
No problem.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Stay tuned, Earthlies. You'll be hearing from us. Open the window.
What did?
Open it.
right? Say something.
Thanks to you three and Digit, we've triumphed over Hacker again.
Motherboard's back. But it wasn't just us, Motherboard. Slider helped.
Hey, he's gone.
Do you think he went to find his father?
Probably. He gave up a lot using the Syncolator to help us save Motherboard.
How brave of that young cyborg. Let's hear a big cheer for all of us and Slider.
Motherboard's back.
We're moving, we're beating Hacker at his game. Don't tell me that he's trying to hack the Motherboard. We'll get him every time. About this world, any places that we see. We got power. 1, 2, 3, 4. Running in the cyberspace, we can face to face. We'll stick together all the time. It's in cyberspace. Let's take it on and great SCYBGO.
Did you okay?
Yeah, sorry about this, Slider.
Not your fault. Whoa, I don't believe it. It's the NIC my dad wrote about. The missing network interface card.
What's that?
A map of some kind, and my father's handwriting. It leads to a spot on the other side of cyberspace.
Maybe that's where Coop went.
Only one way to find out. Come on. My dad and I built this, but we never got a chance to test drive it.
I can't think of a better time.
Got everything?
I've got the map.
I've got the NIC.
Cool. Hang on, Pops. We're on our way.
You don't recognize me, son.
Son? Don't call me that. You're not Coop. My dad's not old like you.
Remember this.
Pops, it is you.
Looks like Slider found his dad.
Awesome.
I never wanted to leave Rhodopolis, but I had no choice, son.
Why? What happened?
When I learned that Hacker planned to use the Transformatron to take over cyberspace, I refused to give him the blueprints. What I didn't count on was his revenge. It happened a few days later. I was testing a new monoline board when I suddenly realized Hacker had switched my helmet for one made of magnetite. Magnetite! Oh! All cyborgs react differently to magnetite. Some suffer more damage than others, some none at all. For me, the damage was total. My hard drive deteriorated, and I began to time warp. I realized that magnetite could destroy Motherboard and hurt you the same way it had me. I couldn't let that happen. I had to leave and find a cure. I hid the network interface card that Hacker would need to activate the Transformatron and a map to where I was going. I knew someday you'd find it and come looking for me. I hope you understand why I left, Sly.
I do now, Pops. And here's the NIC.
Well done, son. Hacker needs it to connect his computer to the Transformatron. Then he can program it to transform himself into anything he chooses.
I've been chicken for 7 days straight.
Zeus?
Let him have this. Studies show that keeping a ladder inside the house is more dangerous than a loaded gun. That's why I own 10 guns. Maniac tries to sneak in a ladder.
I knew I'd have to record my findings. I began to keep a journal.
The journals!
Sorry, just got excited there about the journals. Keep talking.
I began to keep a journal. Just going to ignore that.
The mayor is dead.
What? Whoa, what's going on?
Raised by bears in the wilderness, Mayor Eustace Huckabone Befuftelfumpter was best known for raising the water tower, possibly starting World War I, and putting town menace Gideon Gleeful behind bars, in actual adult prison. A memorial statue is already being carved in the deceased mayor's honor. No! I'm sorry. It's just been so long since we've had real news. I'm just so happy.
There will be a town hall meeting this afternoon to discuss replacing him. wisdom, so try to pick up some pointers. But whatever you do, don't lend anyone money.
25, 26.
Let's mingle.
I heard Harry Potter's the new Gryffindor Seeker. I always knew he'd do well.
Seeker? But first years never make the house teams. You must be the youngest Quidditch player in a century, according to McGonagall.
Hey, well done, Harry. Woods just told us.
Fred and George are on the team too. Beat us.
Our job is to make sure that you don't get bloodied up too bad. Can't make any promises, of course. Rough game, Quidditch.
Brutal, but no one's died in years. Someone will vanish occasionally.
But they'll turn up in a month or two.
Oh, go on, Harry. Quidditch is great. Best game there is. And you'll be great too. But I've never even played Quidditch. What if I make a fool of myself? You won't make a fool of yourself. It's in your blood. Whoa. Harry, you never told me your father was a seeker too. I didn't know.
Gather round, ye brave young knights, to hear this famous story. Adventures of the Square Table and of Dragon Glory. Gather on in the cause of King of Fire. We must confess we do our best to hide the Queen's desire. We're dragons and we're proud to say we fight for honor and we don't get paid. When a damsel's in distress, you can bet we're at our best. Blazing dragons, we will save the day. We swear to uphold the code of the Square Table. We're straight and true and good and kind, and we're very good at busy. That didn't rhyme, that's okay. We're gonna sing it anyway. We're dragons and we're proud to say nothing's good under King of Fire's reign. Lend them our duty calls, dragons one and all. Blazing dragons, we will save our day.
You're the one who risked yourself to save my stepmother, Flicker?
Then that's reward enough, milady.
Are we?
Where am I? I can't see anything.
You've got carbonite sickness.
How did that happen?
Yeah, funny story. You'll laugh. But later. Right now, we need you to use the Force to reconnect those repulsor lip generator cables.
Use the Force? When I can't see?
Maybe the Force doesn't need you to see, Roman. Maybe it's not what you see. Maybe it's what you feel.
I told you, I'm not good enough.
Or we could just plummet to our doom. You're cool.
But when you put it that way...
You can do this, Rowan. I know you can.
We're right here with you.
You saved the city!
And I used the Force! You were right, Xander. I was looking at it all wrong. It's almost as if my eyes were, deceiving me.
And that's why you're my hero, little brother.
Flipping and a lightsaber? You're a Jedi!
Not yet. I'm still mastering the Force, but that's the path I'm on.
An almost Jedi! Oh, I have so many questions. Who's your master? Can you do a mind trick? Did you just do a mind trick on me and I didn't even know it? Whoa! You're operating on a whole different level.
I didn't use the mind trick, but you seem to know a lot about the Jedi.
Yeah, I do. But I can't tell you how I know all that.
Thank you, Mr. Jedi. Thank you very much for saving me, too. Typical. You think droids are... Okay, Jedi and carnivorous plants. You're both on my list.
You can move that bulkhead with nothing but the Force?
Size matters not.
What?
Size isn't important.
Okay, but why wouldn't you just say it that way?
That is a very good question.
Hey Luke, look at this. Every time you use the Force, these flowers bloom.
Huh. Never seen that before. Rowan, may the Force be with you.
Isn't that what happens in families? You sometimes make mistakes, but you forgive each other because you're family. You still love each other, right?
Roger, are you saying that you're with them and not with us? Your droid brethren?
Well, I'm saying I'm a droid, but more than that, I'm a Freemaker.
Right, where am I? All I remember is a big flash. Oh, a restraining bolt. Why?
Oh, we never should have listened to you. We should have had faith in the Maker. We'll never see another being like him again.
Fun, yeah, but sad too.
Sad? How come?
Well, a long time ago, Emperor Panguilla was afraid that someone would steal our prism, our ever-shining symbol of happiness, so he took it to a secret place and buried it in the ground where no one would ever find it. But the Emperor had a bad memory, so he made wall pictures in the Tomb of Records that showed exactly where he buried the prism. Unfortunately, he forgot where the Tomb of Records was. No tomb, no pictures, no prism. The prism of Panguilla was lost forever.
Gosh, that really is sad.
Uh-huh. That's how the legend of the Crying Penguin was born. I almost forgot. It's my turn at the crying spot.
The crying spot?
Come on, I'll take you there.
You're the one who took Chewbacca.
Ah, a couple of measurements don't prove anything.
Good thing we have lots of measurements then.
Not only do your arms and height match,
But so does your head size.
Want to show us your feet? How about your hands? Huh? Huh?
All right, I did it.
but why? You love animals.
She's the reason I did it. I did it to protect the rare cyber croc from Anga and her circus sideshow. After the trap went off, I was the first on the scene. I decided then and there to release Chewbacca. I didn't have enough time to move her from Miko Haven, so I hid her in a safe place. And that secret stays with me.
I've been thinking. Maybe it's not a good idea to put Chewbacca in my circus, where villains like Hacker can find her anytime they want.
Good idea, Ms. Unga. We're going to hide Chewie and Junior in some unknown cyber site where nobody can find them.
Excelente. That is exactly what I was going to do.
Bye-bye, Junior.
Take care of him, Chewie. He's a great kid.
Ew!
Don't open your mouth!
Widget.
That email contains Hacker's Logic Buster. Whatever you do, don't open it!
What should I do with it?
No problemo. The witch has an idea.
This DVD back to Ms. Fileshare. I'll have to pay a fine. Ow!
Hey, what's the big idea?
Pay yourself if you aren't. Oh, sorry. You okay?
Okay. My life is over. Is that okay? I burnt some very important crumpets.
So that could happen anyway. Hanky?
Thanks.
I'm Matt, by the way.
Shari Spotter. I go to Frog Snorts, a special school for sorcerers.
Cool.
Look, I don't have time to chat. I need to bake another batch of crumpets or I'm in big, big trouble.
Can I help?
Sure. Here's the recipe.
2 cackle fruit, 1/3 cup goblin toenails, 3/4 cup of dragon drool. Yuck! What kind of crumpets are these?
Magic crumpets. Unfortunately, this recipe is for 4 crumpets, and I need 8.
No problem. Just make a double batch. Look, the recipe calls for 2 cackle fruit, right? 2 plus 2 is 4. So you need 4 cackle fruit instead of 2.
Yes, I know. And the 1/3 cup of goblin toenails doubled is...
1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3.
That's what I thought. But what happens when you double 3/4 of a cup of dragon drool, huh?
3/4 and 3/4 is 6/4. Whoa!
That's my problem. How can you have a fraction that's bigger on the top than it is on the bottom? I don't get it.
You think maybe it's a mistake?
Matthew, you can't have mistakes in magic. It's dangerous. Oh my, I have to get back to Frog Snorts before anyone notices I'm missing. I'm done for.
Wait, we can figure this out.
You mean you'll come help me with the recipe?
Well, sure. But can my friends Inez and Jackie come too? They'd kill me if I went to Frog Snorts without them. And I'm sure they'd really like to meet you.
Inez? Jackie? Your girlfriends?
No, I mean, yes, they're girls, and they're my friends, but not my girlfriend.
Ah, excellent, Spotter. Much nicer than the batch I mixed up this morning.
You knew I burnt the first batch?
Oh, expected you would. Burnt quite a few in my day. No harm. You did admirably. Now, how'd you all like to attend the Cosmic Crumpet Ceremony?
But I thought only sorcerers in training were invited.
True. Wing Wham Alakazite, the honorary sorcerers just for tonight.
Hey, do we get magic wands too? I always wanted a magic wand.
Don't push it.
Matthew, you were so brilliant.
Well, actually, it wasn't just me. We all figured it out together. Right, guys?
Yep.
We're a team! The Cyber Squad!
You too, Shari.
Well, on behalf of all of us here at Frog Snorts, thank you.
Don't be shy, man. Don't be sore. You're a cutie to the core.